Welcome to Franchise Empires.
And, you mentioned just looking at other brands looks attractive at times. And then you end up just doing Five Guys because it's what you know. And as, your experience kind of just shows that financially it's definitely working. How do you manage that as just an entrepreneur? I think it's so easy for people to have some early success and maybe things get like a little bit boring, so they chase something else. How have you just kind of kept your composure to be like, yes, okay, maybe these opportunities look like the grass is greener over there, but I'm just going to stick with boring old Five Guys. I'm saying that facetiously, but
Yeah.
yeah. How do you just mentally deal with the shiny object syndrome?
To be honest, I'd love to say it's just rigid discipline, but that's not me. I'm being completely honest. It's having good people and good advisors around you, good partners that are willing to say like, hey, is that the best use of our time and resources or your time and resources?
Yeah.
My wife's one of those. Um, Business partners do it because I'm always open about what I'm doing. Like I try to just like what I'm thinking about, and I always try to just put it out there. I feel like you create opportunity for yourself when you share what your ambitions are, what your dreams are, let people know, and then people naturally kind of want to help you.
Yep.
And at the same time, I also have people that are amping me up to go after those opportunities, like coaches and different things. And then I also have people that are like, hey, yeah, that could be great, but also, is it going to be a distraction? And also, I've dove into distraction before and realized the consequence that it can have if you put too much time into the wrong things, or you chase opportunity a little bit too hard, what it can do to what you already have. And at this point in my life and my career, I'm chasing happiness and stability and a good life more than I'm chasing being a billionaire or
Yeah.
worth $100 million. Like, I don't even know that I have a monetary figure on my list of goals at this point. It's more just like I want to have stability, happiness, freedom. And so those, when you look at it through that lens and you've had experience trying other opportunities that have maybe caused stress,
Yeah.
challenges with family, whatever, then it's very easy to be like, man, like, yeah, it could be great. Also, it could really suck, and why mess with a good thing we have right now? So I think it's a combination, having good people in your corner, and then also just through learned experience.
Yeah. And I would, my only pushback is, do you keep at the Five Guys pace? I mean, who knows? You could be at a 9-figure valuation at some point, man, if you keep it up. Um,
I mean, that'd be awesome. Again, like, I'm not shy about wanting to make money either,
yeah.
and build an awesome business. I just don't know that, like, I don't know that that's actually what brings the most happiness. And I think there's a balance there that has to happen. And, the hardest time, probably a good story for the listeners, like the hardest time I've ever had in business was actually after we weren't at the scale we're at now. I had 13 locations, had the opportunity to run 4 restaurants, Five Guys that were close to us, and also run another concept for an investor. Um, and I was all, got great deal terms. Investor was really needed help. And I thought, man, this is going to be a huge win all the way around. Ended up taking way more of my time, causing way more stress. Weren't able to make the movements happen that I thought I was going to be able to, because didn't have the team and the resources to do it. And so then my current restaurants like started suffering and struggling and paying the
Oof.
price. My family started paying the price. And I think I posted on Twitter somewhere, like, I got to the point where literally 11 p.m. every night was getting migraines, and like fell asleep in the San Jose airport one day, like on my way back home to see my wife and kids, and with them splitting migraine, almost missed my flight. And I was just like, this doesn't work. Like,
Oh
it's
my
not worth
God.
it. Changed a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff right then, like figured out how to hire somebody to do more of the operations, got out of deals that weren't serving us, refocused our energy on our core. And my life's been a lot better the last 12, 13 months since that happened. And so I think like that lesson in particular has really helped me evaluate a new concept. If I can acquire 6, 7, 8 units in a new concept as a starting point for the right price, I think I have the infrastructure and the management team now to do that and do it well. That's interesting. But, you know, trying to do a big turnaround deal or something like that, that's going to cause distraction from our what we do as at our core, which is, you know, find restaurants that are performing well, but not the best, and try to make them the best. Then I think, you know, if I get distracted from that and try to do something totally opposite of that, I end up in a bad place. So I've just learned that about myself, and it's easy to then shut off. You know, yeah, I've done this before. No thanks. I'm passing on that one.
Yeah, you've made the mistake once, and you're not going to do it again. So